Hi, I'm Deborah Sweet. Do you know somebody who has a life that's always filled with turmoil and conflict and drama and frustration, and you really want to help them and you're searching for a solution? Or maybe you are that person who's going through a lot of unhappiness and difficult times and you're just looking for a way to make your life better? Well, I'm here to share with you that I have a solution for you. With what I'm about ready to share with you, I know works. I've lived it, I've experienced it, and I'm sharing with you. Prior to January of 1991, my life was filled with a lot of drama, a lot of frustration, pain, and anguish. You know, fights with roommates, and the cops getting called, and my car was getting stolen, and I didn't have a good job, and more importantly, I didn't have good relationships in my life that were stable. I didn't know how. Yet I was always searching, and I didn't find the answers. And then in January of 1991, things changed. You're going to find out about that in just a second. And I'm proof here to share with you that this does work. Because in August of 1991, once I started applying the information that you're going to learn, I met the man that I was going to marry. We've been together since August of 1991. We have a beautiful home together where our relationship is solid. We're still actually married. We still actually are in love with each other. We have 2 beautiful children, a beautiful home, successful businesses, and the reason I want to have you know this is that you can have this too. All you have to do is take a couple steps and follow through with what I'm about ready to reveal to you. Like most people, for many years I lived my life feeling lonely inside. There was this hole in my heart that I tried to fill. Often, instead of feeling better, what I would continue to feel was frustration and anger and sometimes depression, sadness. I couldn't explain to most people what this loneliness was. In fact, often I was very ashamed because inside this feeling was so intense that I knew that I could have something more for my life, but I didn't know how to do it. On the outside to the world, it looked like everything was going great, but I know deep inside that there was something more for my life. And although I kept trying to reach out to the ways of the world, you know, a lot of times it was through drinking, through working too much, through spending money when I shouldn't have. I was looking for a solution to my problem, and I didn't really have the right answer. Well, I'm really here to share with you that there is an answer. There is a solution, and it's permanent. And if you or the person that came to you that is really serious about wanting to improve their life and feel joy and abundance and happiness, that I have an answer for you. Many people are really good people. They've got great hearts, great intentions, and they really want to do good in their lives, only sometimes they just make really not so smart choices that actually cause a lot of trouble. And when those people are ready to turn to God and they want to know God, sometimes the world labels us as reprobate. We get labeled in a way that makes us think that we cannot have a relationship with God. Well, I'm here to share with you that God says you can, and it can be personal and it can be permanent. In the book that I wrote, Repairing the Reprobate Mind, is not just going to explain to you why you can and how you can make that happen, but there's more to it. It's one thing to have knowledge, but it's another thing to take action. God wants to have a relationship with you. He wants to give you a life that's full of blessings and abundance, but you have to be willing to take the action steps to learn and then follow through and do some things that are going to make some changes. Repairing the Reprobate Mind, the book that I wrote, is going to take you through that whole process. In fact, because I've done it, I spent, since January of 1991, I've been studying, deep studying on how to understand the Bible and how to understand how to have a working, beneficial, joyful relationship with God. I've made it very succinct in the book so that you can shorten your learning curve and start to feel that blessing and abundance today. In fact, through the whole process, I'm right here to mentor you. By getting your book today, or getting the book, Repairing the Reprobate Mind, for the person that you know who's also searching, the truth is you can start to see changes. They can start to see changes in their lives in as little as 24 hours. All it takes is taking an action today by getting your book here. So by getting your book today, I want you to know that I'm really excited for you to feel the joy and the blessings and the abundance once you get your book. And you not only read it, but you go through the workbook action steps and you start to apply what we've put together for you. You're going to start to see changes and you're going to start to notice differences in your life right away, because God is looking at your heart and He's right there with you on it. So take that action. Get your book today. Start to read it as soon as you get it and start to follow through on taking those actions. And know that you've just permanently changed your life and that you too will feel joy, blessings, and abundance from God. I'm Deborah Sweet, and thanks so much for watching.